And we're live, just like that. Unbelievable. Rob, we have a special guest today, Xavier Smith. And Xavier, I'd love to bring you up on stage here. Xavier, you've been an early Dubb adopter, and what I love about your flow is that you know how to use video to get people's attentions, because when you send us a video, we end up on a video. It's just it's like a consistent thing, and I think it speaks scores about the power of communicating with video and how it brings us together as human beings, because we can see each other in the eyes, and we can feel the emotions,
right,
the hopes and the fears. I love that, because that's why we're all here. So take us through your world, Xavier. Rob has a little special treat for you, which is he's going to give you the VIP pro coaching walkthrough of the Dubb platform. But what he's going to do is make it very specific to you, to your audience, to your business, some of the challenges that you guys are dealing with right now. So I'd love to get a quick background on yourself, your audience, and then what are you guys sort of dealing with? What are the challenges that we could potentially help with?
Well, first of all, thank you guys both for having me on the show. Ruben, I've been a big fan of what you guys are up to, what you guys do for years. And to answer your question, you're looking at a guy who I call myself a serial entrepreneur, because I am passionate about listening twice as much as I talk and finding out where people are suffering, where people are trying to improve. One part of my mission statement at Excellent Solutions is to impact, inspire, and improve the lives of others. And that is the part that I take seriously. So as a solutions broker, I do a lot of listening. And what I like to follow that up with is coming to the table with solutions. And once I happened across what you guys are up to as far as video, and knowing that video is going to be the number one thing, or the number one way of communicating here soon. And I just like, okay, this right here, wow. How do I get my hands on it? And how do I tell other people about it? So in a nutshell, you're looking at someone who I want to use my life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the indifferent, and use it to place it at service to others. You're looking at an Air Force veteran. I served my country in the Air Force for 10 years. Once I got out, I was like, okay, what can I do to maintain that sense of service? And affiliate marketing is, well, before that, I was in personal training, but knowing that I wanted to do more and expand quicker, being online is where I'd like to end up, and for the rest of my life. So here comes Dubb and all the things that it can do. And I'm like, wow, this is so many solutions for so many avenues. And so I was like, how do I become a part of that? So you're, like I said, heart attack at 29, pulmonary embolisms in my life experience, hit and run drunk driving survivor. So, and I'm still here. So I'm like, what can I do to, make myself of value, and then partner with people like you? It's a no-brainer. So that's me in a nutshell. What I'm trying to solve for people is communication, efficiency, and conversions, because there's a lot of noise out there. Let's just be honest. Mm-hmm. And so what I'd like to do is just cut through the noise and come to the table with solutions. And Dubb happens to be one of them.
Very well said.
What an amazing background you have, Xavier. I mean, seriously, what an amazing background in terms of just what you've done and also what you've survived. Like you said, that's unbelievable. It's inspirational.
Yeah, well, that's kind of what I'm trying to, if I were running for political office, that would be my platform, to impact. Just make it in a way that it's an inspiration so other people can do the same thing.
You have my vote. There you go. There you go. Xavier Smith, 2028.
Right.
There you go. That's awesome. Ruben, anything? What do you got?
No, I'd love to get your take on this. How would you guide people through that lens?
I think you mentioned three things. You mentioned communication, you mentioned efficiency, and you mentioned conversions. That is speaking the language of Dubb. I mean, it literally is Dubb, da, da, Dubb, Dubb, Dubb. So that's why it's a really good partnership, because when you think about communication, what is a better way to communicate most thoroughly and effectively than through the lens of camera? You know, whether we were in person right now where we are doing a live stream, or if I sent you a Dubb video and I'm like, hey, Xavier, listen, I think your story is amazing. You know, I really want to partner with you. Click this button below and let's have a quick chat. Just a quick little video like that means so much more than just a text-based message or something like that. So video is the absolute king of communication. So that solves the first one. How are these people communicating? This is how you want to communicate. Send asynchronous videos to people by email, SMS, LinkedIn. Make them stop in their tracks and see the videos. The second part is efficiency, right? Efficiency. Well, what's efficient? Efficient is making the biggest impact you can make when you send something, because you don't want to take 30,000 ways to try to make that impact over and over and over again. You want to be able to right out of the gate make that impact. Right. And with the different video recording options we have with Dubb, whether it's webcam, screen recording, mobile, right? These are all ways that are so visually effective that when you record it one time and send it, and they respond and say, hey, that's amazing, you just sent me that. That's like the king of efficiency. And then the last part is conversions. You know, we've seen Dubb users, you know, over the years, 30 to 300% increase in revenue. People have seen revenue jump almost up to 10x, you know, anywhere up to 10x. And that's unbelievable. And less than 5% of the world sends videos like we send at Dubb and like you've been sending for years now, Xavier. You know what I mean? So this is what people need to not only discover, but get educated on. And in our training, dubb.com/T, people can come in and really learn every day, Monday through Friday. We talk about the platform, we answer questions, we show things. People really engage and involve and learn. And your folks that you work with, what's more inspiring than bringing them in and delivering them a technology to say, you know what, this is what I've been using for years. This is what they've been using for years. And here are the results. So, yeah.
Yeah, I would say, to piggyback on that, you know, because I do have a broad range of people in my audience. And you most recently got introduced to a professional speaker friend of mine by the name of Deborah Gardner. And it can range from someone like her to a solopreneur who's just getting started, and they're looking for ways to enter their market without necessarily going out and, you know, wasting finite resources like gas and time doing the normal traditional networking. And so if I can get in front of those people who are looking for a solution, that's kind of where my sweet spot is, because I've lived that. 6 or 7 years ago, I was at every networking event known to man, and then I found Dubb, and I'm like, wait a minute, I can expand myself through video and be in all kinds of places in at one time. So I'm like, thank you, Jesus. This is a godsend.
Well, and when you meet people at networking events, you know, have your Dubb video there. Every Dubb video has a QR code.
Right.
You know, have the QR code right in there. The people can scan it and they see a nice video from you. Hey, it's Xavier. It was great meeting you at the event. I look forward to connecting again. Click below to book a time on my calendar, or call me when you can. You know, that's one of those short videos, maybe less than 10 seconds. It was great seeing you at the event. Those make such an impact for people.
Well, okay, so Rob, you make it sound really easy. One of the biggest objections that I think I receive is, well, the first thing that I always hear is when I say send video, if you want to make an impact, make a connection, is the first thing is, well, what do you mean, like YouTube or Instagram? That's one of the first things that I hear. Okay,
right. Yep.
So that requires me to explain the new realm of video being, like you said, an asynchronous video communication format, where we can record a video message of our face from our phone, of our screen, and then send that in a visual way. Here we have a virtual background.
Yep.
And that's sort of the first thing. And then the second thing that I might get is, well, I don't really do video. And that I think that speaks to the 5%, where 5% of people actually use video. And we're really talking about people that want to build relationships, which is effectively partnerships and sales, business development. Yep. So take us through, share your screen, and what would be the 3 easiest ways that someone could send a video, face, screen. And I say screen because, let's just be honest, a lot of people are not ready to record themselves on video, because
Yeah.
most of us are spectating video. Most of us are in the audience.
Right.
Players on the field, and the switch here is to get folks to come onto the field of video communication so that they can 10x their business.
Yeah.
That's really why we're all here. And the last thing I'll leave you with is, some people say, Ruben, I'm not really comfortable being on video. And I said, are you comfortable 10xing your sales? And they said, I'm very comfortable doing that. And I said, what if I could guarantee that you 10x your sales if you use video? Would you be willing to do it? And that's usually when I get the yes, because then it all of a sudden becomes, well, if I want to not just survive, but if I want to thrive, then I need to go put myself on this pedestal, put myself on this stage.
Right.
And frankly, what makes us feel sometimes insecure or feel like we have a face for radio is actually our imperfections and our humanity, our nuances, which frankly make us who we are and make us unique. And that's what people connect to us for.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd love to get your take on that, get sort of your soft skills take on that. And then, if you can, share your screen and show, what does this even look like to send a video message?
Yeah, we'll hit the soft skills last, but I think just for like Ruben, you mentioned the power of video. We all have talked about that already. But what if the use case is, hey, I don't know, I don't want to have my face on video. Well, you can still make impactful screen videos even though you're not on the screen. So what you can do is little of this. Let me share my screen, and I'll give you an example of what this would look like.
Okay.
So let me share my screen here. Let's go here. Okay. Can you see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So here is, you guys recognize this guy? Ruben do it? Yeah. He started this guy right here. So let's just say I wanted to reach out to Ruben as an example on LinkedIn, right? I'm doing some prospecting. Or if I wanted to share a website, anything browser based, where I didn't want to just drop a link in an email and just have them open it up and not be walked through something. Because when you do screen videos, it's really about sharing your knowledge with someone on that page. You're being part of the journey. Now, let's just say you don't want to be on camera, though, right? We talked about that. So what you're going to do is you open up the Chrome extension, which is a screen recorder we have with Dubb. Now, in this example, you're going to see me. Oh, no, here I am. Uh-oh, you got to get out of here. Now, this is normally how you do this. But let's say you don't want to be on camera. You can go right over here to the right on the little drop-down menu here and click no webcam. Gone. Don't have to worry about it. But now you're going to do an audio walkthrough of this page. Now, even though you're not on camera here, you do have some really cool options. Right up here at the tab focus is going to be, that means my recording here is just going to show this nice page of LinkedIn with Ruben. If I decided to go screen, guess what that means? It's going to get my whole computer screen. Maybe I've got some tabs open where I want to take someone on a little tab journey. I want to show Ruben some other things. I can take him on that journey. So I'm going to go tab in this example because we're going to focus just on this browser page right here. What are some of the tools I've got? Well, I've got a great little annotation tool right over here to point some things out. I've got a little menu bar down here at the bottom. I can do some functionality. I even have a teleprompter. Even though I'm not on camera, maybe I want to know what I need to say. And these are really good for efficiency purposes. You can control the speed here. You can give a little play button, see if you like it. You can back your text off. You can also do one of these where you can make it a little thinner, a little wider, and you can physically move it wherever you need to move it in order to use it, which is typically towards the camera, obviously at the top. But in this case, since we're not on the camera, it doesn't matter. Now, when I hit record here, here's what this would kind of look like without being on camera. I'm going to choose my tab. There's my page. I'm going to click share. I got my 3, 2, 1 countdown. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick video because I was on your LinkedIn page here, and I really noticed some things that were absolutely amazing. First of all, congratulations on the book that you wrote. Click record. I mean, what more proactive advice can you give? I saw that you're the CEO and co-founder of Dubb over here. That's awesome. I love video. This is amazing what you are doing in terms of what you have here on LinkedIn. And let me just check out the rest of your page down here. Wow, you've got a lot of great stuff. Whoa. First of all, number one, I love your Connection Loop podcast. This episode was fantastic. Number two, I know that guy, Darius Santos. That's great. I loved this post over here. So already what I'm doing is I am engaging with him with the annotation tool because I'm not on camera. I'm able to use this right here and point some things out that I want to point out that he'll know right away. Now, one of the things that's really neat about Dubb in general is when you send a video, it's an animated GIF. It's a repeating 3-second loop of the beginning of the video. So when I hit record, you notice I start using my annotation tool, because guess what that animated GIF's going to show? Ruben's background, the tool being used. That's an interesting movement. So you can be very impactful by audio walking through someone's page or website, or in this case, LinkedIn, without your face, and still make it a much more enjoyable, engaging experience. And then when you're done, you hit the check mark. It's going to save it into the Dubb platform. And then boom, you've got your video saved within Dubb. Now, I'm going to stop sharing for a second because I want to give you a comparison on something. Now, you just saw an example of you doing a screen video where you're not on camera, where it was still very impactful in terms of what you can point out with the annotations and what you were saying. Now, getting through the part of not wanting to be on video, Ruben mentioned the example of, hey, do you like to 10x your sales? Well, absolutely. So a lot of times I think we all need, and you know this from your personal training days. I mean, obviously, Xavier, people need motivation. And, Rocky didn't run up the steps because he was like, I think I'll run up the steps. No, he was motivated. He had to be motivated. So I think that works to a certain extent, because people will say that right out of the gate. But I think they need to have a plan in place that once they say, yes, I'm willing to do it, even though I just said I'm afraid to be on video. And that plan would be certain things you can do. Get used to reading out loud. Even though it's an auditory thing, get used to reading out loud. Grab a book, grab your phone, start reading, getting used to orating and speaking out loud. In the mirror, just practice. Hey, just want to send you this quick video. Hey, this is Rob. I just want to send you this quick video to say hi. Just some practicing like that. Realizing that when you hit the record button, it's not about you. It's about them. And if you focus on them, it takes the pressure off what you think you look like and you sound like. It's about what you can do for them. Because I guarantee you, when you're meeting someone in person, even though we all kind of check before we go out, I'm okay, is everything okay? I don't have food on my face. But once you do all that, I guarantee you, when you meet someone in person, you're talking to someone, you're not thinking about that. You're thinking about that person. So I would take those things into account when you think about, okay, I like the idea of 10xing. I still have that fear, but I need to do these specific little things so I get over that fear. So that's how I'd speak to that.
Yeah, that right there is fantastic advice. And the only thing that I would add to that is your support, because when people first enter the Dubb ecosystem, the word that I have gotten more than once is overwhelming. Mm-hmm. So Rob, maybe you can spend a few moments just talking about the support that these guys can walk into, like from day one.
Sure. Yeah, that's one of the most amazing thing about that I think puts Dubb at the top of the heap in terms of our industry is our daily live training that we do. And I think it's the support from the team on the back end. But it's also, one of the best phrases that people have used, like, I love Dubb is because it's easy to use tech. And that has everything to do with Ruben and Darius and the team designing this and building it so it's user friendly. I had a demo that I did today where a woman had a really great compliment out. Dubb said, you know what? This is really thoughtful technology. And thoughtful, what she meant was you could see the story. Okay, I recorded a video. Now it makes sense to save it. Now it makes sense how to send it. All of it kind of lined up in terms of you could just make the user experience so easy and for the recipient really enjoying it. So I think it's about use cases. If I want to reach out by email, say I just want to put a face to the name, right? Something simple. Recognize your use case. What you just saw with LinkedIn was me reaching out on LinkedIn. I took the camera part off because we talked about not wanting to be on camera. But what if you just wanted to reach out by email? What if you just wanted to say hello? This is how easy this can be. Let me share my screen here and I'll show you an example of this. Okay, so take this right here, right? See how simple this looks? You guys can see that, right? And this is me just bringing the phone up into frame and saying, hi, Sarah. And this was recorded from the webcam within Dubb, basic recorder, just putting a face to the name, breaking through the noise. And the use case is I want to send this by email. I dropped it in an email. I know that when you record a video, it's an animated GIF. It's a repeating 3 seconds of that video. And this is just one simple example of how you can just record from the webcam recorder, take the Dubb mobile app that we have the whiteboard function on there to write something. And if something as simple as a name makes a big difference. You also can use this style right here, just like this, recorded from the same webcam. The reason I have the virtual background for Sarah in this example is because it gives context to Sarah. Sarah got this into, wow, this video is about me. Oh, cool. I don't know what the video is about beyond that, but I know it's about me. So you can use a virtual background to get context. And the whole point is someone is engaged with this. There's movement to the GIF. It's interesting. It's way better than just a link. So start with that use case. I just want to reach out to someone. And then when they click on this here, they're brought to the customized landing page called a preset, which has videos and buttons and branding, all kinds of actions that you want someone to take once they're able to see what's happening. And that's really what you want. That's an exact use case. You want to reach out by email? Do that style. Hold up the phone and say hello. Have the virtual background. Even if you don't have either of them, guess what you can do? Smile. Hey, Ruben, I just want to say hi. And that puts you far and away above everyone else. So.
Okay, so here's a question, Rob. So show us, if you were to be in Gmail, what is the easiest way you're writing an email, and it takes a couple of minutes, maybe 5 minutes to write an email to someone. What is the quickest way to click the record button and to record a sort of a face message video and then include that into the body of a Gmail?
Yeah, you ready? Okay, here we go. Ruben, that's very specific. I like that. Okay, here we go. So what you do is share the screen here. Sure, here we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is I've got some best practices here. If I wanted to reach out, I want to have the word video in the subject line. Really helps with people being, you know what? I know there's a video in there, because it's rare, again, that you see that, less than 5%. And then you want some text in here just about why they should watch the video. You can have a little paragraph. I wouldn't write too much because you want to add the video in. That's the whole point. Now, an easy way to do this, okay? Right down here at the bottom. And this is with Gmail and Outlook 365, that we have an integration with the Chrome extension. And right down here, you see the little Dubb symbol. So I can click on this, and guess what happens here? I can record a video right from here. Now, I can do this just like this. I can go like this. I can make myself a little bit bigger. Anything I want to do. In fact, in this case, I'm going to go just like this. I'm going to hit record, and this is what can happen. Hey, Ruben, this is Rob. I wanted to send you this quick video because it was great meeting with you earlier, and I wanted to follow up with this video here to say I really enjoyed the meeting. Love to talk again. All you have to do is click the button below to book a time in my calendar, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Thanks. Click the save button. It's going to save the video into the Dubb platform. And then as soon as that happens, because as you can see, right from within the compose window, I recorded a video. And where is that video? Right over here to the bottom right here. And then all I have to do is come in here, click insert video, and it drops it right in, just like that. And then they'll see the animated GIF. Just takes a little time to load, but you'll see that there. But that's how easy you can do that right from a compose window, and then you send it out to the person. And then, of course, they get amazed by it.
One of the things that I'd like to do, Xavier, with your permission, is I'd love to show people the video that you sent to us.
Yeah.
That I received. Is that okay? I'll just show that really quickly, because I mean, you did this masterfully, and it's like a case study in how to use video to make connections. Because here we are. This is proof, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Okay, so if you guys notice here, this was the email that I received from Xavier 2 days ago, Saturday, and it has a really nice personalized message here. And then there's this is the animated GIF. This is the first 3 seconds of the video that automatically appears in the body of the email. And then this was like a one-click record and send. And then the end user, which in this case is me, I click on the video, and then I'm taken to this landing page right here. Now on this landing page, we've got the video, but we've also got the call to action. And the call to action is really where the magic happens, because everyone has a call to action. Let me make sure that I'm...
Yeah, Ruben, you got to show the other screen.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, CTAs. That's it.
Okay, so this is the example that I was mentioning. So as mentioned earlier, we have the email. This is our video email. And then we receive the video landing page. And then on the video landing page, there's the video, of course, and there's that call to action, your CTA. Now, everyone has a CTA. It's a link that we want to send people to. It's a checkout form. It's an online form. It's a subscription page. It's a credit card page. It's a booking time for your calendar. It's something where people can move down your sales funnel, right? So anyone in sales is going to be familiar with the calls to action, or at least an action page. So in this case, for Xavier, it's the online coaching right here, which is fantastic. And then if you notice on the right here, what's really amazing about this is that you've got the AI assistant known as SIA. So this is the Sales Interactive Assistant. Now, Xavier, you're very good with technology and using this platform. So you've gone ahead and you've trained this platform to teach to teach end users, to people that are chatting about you and the world, and in this case, Dubb. So if I click on one of these buttons, I am now chatting with your AI, with Xavier's AI assistant. And the thing that's really amazing about this is that everyone now is empowered to get their own AI assistant that can exist on a landing page just like this one, so that when people come to your website, they can click buttons, they can ask certain questions, and then that AI assistant is going to, within less than a minute, it's going to give them a very, very detailed response of something that absolutely helps them. So in this case, I said, can this make sales more efficient? And then Xavier's AI assistant, Sia, answered it artfully. It says there's really 3 issues here: AI integrations, video communication, and activity tracking and reporting. And then if you'll notice here, the funnel continues. So this is the AI assistant that's actually chatting with the end user. And you'll notice here is that there's this glorious call to action. That's the CTA. Now, if you notice here, this is Xavier's partner link. So if I click on this link right here, I will be taken to the Dubb platform. And if the end user, in this case me, or anyone that's watching this video or clicking on this assistant, that link, they are going to sign up to Dubb in this case. And then Xavier will earn his commission, which is the Dubb partner commission. And then the end user will receive a special discount for their account. And then we'll know that Xavier referred those people, so they'll be an absolute VIP. It is a true win-win situation. So I just wanted to put a quick reminder out there to everyone that Sales GPT is a thing. And when you think about GPT and you think about ChatGPT, you typically think about it as a system where you type and it provides responses to you. And this completely changes that frame. What this is now is the ability for you to go make the Xavier GPT, the U GPT, because you can train this assistant to go and sell people, frankly. And that's exactly what it's doing here. So congratulations, Xavier. This is phenomenal work. It looks really good. Nice work. I'm impressed.
Well, I can't take all the credit for that. That's because you guys are on the back end making people like me look good. So I have to extend my appreciation towards your wherewithal to, figure stuff out, because that's solving a problem on so many levels that this is why I'm like, okay, I have to get in front of these guys, and we as a team have to let people know what they're missing out on if they're not using Dubb.
Yeah. Well, that's where you all want to go right there.
Xavier, point down. Let's all point at once. Let's all point down. There we go. There it is.
That's where you guys want to go. So click on Xavier's partner link there. Everyone wins here. I promise. The clickers of this get the best deal. Xavier gets a payout, which means he is now vested to your success. And that is something that is so important. When our partners are vested in others' success, they support them, they help them, they meet with them in trainings like this, and they teach them everything that they can. So ultimately, there's just more success and sunshine that goes around.
Yep.
Anything else? What did I miss here?
I think that's it, Ruben. You covered it good. We covered the use cases, the simple use case. We covered fear of video a little bit. We covered, the fact that we have training. The training is key. Xavier, for the group of people that are there, just dubb.com/T. Dubb.com/T. Come on in, because we do a lot of the heavy lifting. We go over the platform, we answer questions, and a lot of the times when people get introduced to that through Dubb Partners, they're like, hey, you love Dubb, check out the training. Then they're kind of sold. And then they end up subscribing and they have your link and they're good to go.
That's it. That's how I got in. I
think we froze for a second. One of the things that I was going to say was Xavier mentioned that you're with some family right now. And when we think about spending quality time with family, the first thing that comes to my mind is, how do we attain financial freedom so that we can support our family, so that we can be there, so that we can have that quality time without having to, be full-on operators in something. And a lot of people start in the Dubb Partner Program as a passive income, and then eventually they migrate into an active income. In fact, in front of me, there's a whiteboard, and I wrote down a payment that we recently made to a Dubb partner, $7,834.36. So, what would you do with $7,000 per month from a software platform, from their affiliate program? I think it's pretty amazing what's possible there. And in fact, if you sign up to Dubb with Xavier's link, which is what I shared, you will be within his program. Yep. And you guys basically will be together, and that's just another way to participate in commissions and growth. So click on the link. There's some great things there.
And look at how fast that happened. Look at how fast Xavier sent us a video. It was wonderful. It was heartfelt. It was warm, and boom, we're here. As opposed to someone sending us that maybe with Dubb, but they sent us a text-based one. That's just so much more impactful.
Yeah. No, you were the first email that I responded to this morning, I think. Because someone that sends me a video, I am not going to ignore that. That person, they were vulnerable. They decided to, reach out. How do you not respond to that? I mean, only a monster wouldn't respond.
Well, yeah, I got to tell you, there's so many case studies that I have where I sent another person a video and they kind of had the same response as you did. Like, okay, wow, that's definitely different. So you have my attention. So what did you say, Rob, the other day? Attention is the new commodity nowadays. So if we can do something that attaches to a solution, I'm all for it.
And personal is the professional. Personal is the professional, because it really, really is. People have never before leaned into our idiosyncrasies, our differences, our charm that we have. It's all there for us to use. So
well, folks, it's right there. The solution is right there.
That's it. And I just actually shared the link to the YouTube video. And Xavier, you can download that video, and you're welcome to repurpose it and place it anywhere you like.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna get to work on that too.
Great.
Take care, guys.
Bye, everybody.
That's your solution, folks. Thanks so much for having me on, guys. I appreciate that.
Thanks, Xavier. Goodbye now.
Bye, guys.
Looks like we're still live.
Hey, we're out. I'm going to click end stream. Bye, everybody. Xavier, good seeing you. Bye, guys.
Right,
bye.